Now don't worry if you can't play piano or if you can't read music, because this is still really easy to learn. So this is a tune called Q's Blues, and here it is. So we're going to start off with the left hand bass pattern, just so we can get a foundation. We're going to start with your pinky on the C. Now you might not be familiar with where C is on the keyboard, but it's easy to remember. It's always the key that's to the left of the two black notes. And then we're going to count out 5 notes. So that's C, D, E, F, G. But we're going to have your first finger play that G. So together with your pinky on the C and your first finger on the G, that's going to be our first chord, or our first bass riff. And then our second note we're going to go back and forth between is the C and an A, which is where your thumb's going to be. So we're going to count that out in quarter notes. So we start with C and G, and then we go to C and A. And I'm just going to count quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I see a lot of guys online that are making it a little bit more complicated than that. They'll start off with a pattern like this. But really, I just want to get you the solid foundation so you can start playing this blues, pretty much right now. So we're just going to start off with quarter notes. And that's essentially your bass pattern. Now we're also going to go up to the key of F, which is right here, which is the notes that's to the left of the 3 black notes, and play the same pattern, but this time in the key of F. So your pinky is going to be on F, and your first finger is going to be on C, which you're already familiar with from before. And that pattern is going to go back and forth between F and C, and F and D, which is where your thumb is right there. And you just keep the same pattern going. And then your last chord figure in your left-hand bass line is going to be in the key of G. Now your G is right here, just about a whole step up from where your F was before, so it's an easy transition. That's where your pinky is going to be, and your first finger will be on D, and then the second one will be G and E. And just go back and forth between those two. Now we're going to put that all together in what we call a 12-bar blues pattern. So we'll start at the key of C and count 4 measures. So I'll count with you. We'll do it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to move to the key of F, and we're going to do 2 measures of that. 1, 2, and then back to C for 2 measures there. And then we're going to move up to our key of G for 2 measures. 1, actually, excuse me, we're going to go to the key of G for 1 measure. And then to F for 1 measure. And then back to C for 2 measures to finish out the song. And so here it is all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go up to F. 1, 2. Now back to C. 1, 2. Now up to G for 1 measure. 1. Now to the F. 1. Now back to C. 1, 2, then you're finished. So now I'm going to give you a couple of days to work with your left hand bass riff, and then we're going to learn how to add the right hand with the melody to what we learned in the bass riff. And so I'll see you in the next video.